CityCast Pittsburgh is brought to you today by Overlook Maps. If you need help remembering the amazing cafe you discovered last summer or that perfect hiking spot you've heard about, Overlook Maps is for you. With the Overlook mobile app, you can create personalized lists of places that you've been to and want to go, and always see everything on a handy-dandy map. Share your favorite hidden gems with friends and family, or keep your secret spots private just for you. The best part, no ads cluttering your lists, and no one selling your interests or your travel data. Download the free app at overlookmaps.com and check out overlookmaps.com/Pittsburgh to see a few CityCast lists on a map and in your pocket. Overlookmaps.com. Collect and share the places that matter to you. Today on CityCast Pittsburgh, one of my very favorite breweries in the city is taking over an old missile command center in Oakdale, and smash burgers and cigar bars seem to be having a real moment here. Plus, we have got Sunday Suppers, a festival for the divisive fig, and a few of us got a special tour of the Southside's newest show-stopping outdoor patio. Y'all, I cannot wait for you to see this. I am with CityCast Pittsburgh's Francesca Dabecco and Zack Durkin talking about what's new, what's exciting, and where we can't wait to eat next. It's Thursday, August 28th. I'm Megan Harris, and here's what Pittsburgh's talking about. Francesca, hello.
Hello.
And with us today is Zack. Zack, I'm so excited you're here with us because you got to go on a tour with me recently, and we're going to talk all about it.
Yeah, I'm psyched to be back.
Start us off with one of my favorite things. What is the best thing that you have eaten or drank lately here in Pittsburgh? Francesca, you kick us off.
Yes, let me go first. I am loving the lavender ginger beer from Jackworth out in Larimer. I'm pretty sure it's like gonna go away soon. It's a summer special. It's so good. You would think that like lavender and ginger, like they would compete with each other and you wouldn't get both flavors like really well, but they just blend
the
so well.
The things you're doing with your hands right now, trying to like describe this drink.
How lavendery is it?
It's like the perfect amount. Like if you don't like lavender, maybe you won't love it. But I love lavender. I'm about to make this drink my whole personality. And I just like love everything that the folks at Jackworth come up with. Tyler, Jack, and the crew. We interviewed them back when they opened. They're so nice. And they always have really cool events. They did DJ nights, like a honky tonk block party, a food truck showdown. These are like all just recent, but they've been, just keep an eye on their Instagram because they have a ton of really cool stuff coming up. Or the Hey Pittsburgh newsletter. I'm always putting their events in there. And you can find their cans or sometimes their ginger beer on tap all over Pittsburgh. Just don't order all the lavender ginger beer. Leave some for me.
I mean, I know you took some home. Who are we playing with?
Oh, the other thing that's cool about Jackworth is they're collaborating with Khalifa right now.
Hometown boy.
Yeah, it was part of the Barrel and Flow on their collaborations. It's the Orange Kush and Ginger beer. There's no alcohol, no THC, all good. That's what they're saying. So
I love that they collabed with Khalifa, but like did not put THC in it.
There's no weed.
Does it taste like it?
Yeah, I guess it's going to be like the terpenes in it. So maybe you're going to get the flavor without any of the effects.
I mean, that's probably the best of both worlds, honestly. Or the worst, depending on your perspective.
I was going to say, what's the point? What about you, Megan?
Mine is super rude because it's at my house in my own garden, but it's just some inspiration for anybody listening to this who's still sitting on some summer vegetables. I have been living on roasted tomatoes with like a bunch of butter and old herbs that I need to use up, and also doing what I am calling a semi-homemade garden pesto. So I buy the tiniest jar I can find of pesto at the store, and then I put it in a food processor with fresh herbs, lemon juice, whatever nuts I've got on hand. I've been really loving pistachios lately, and then some olive oil, blend it up. It tastes nice and fresh, but you haven't had to do the extra work of like real pesto. It also makes it less cheesy for those who might be lactose intolerant and gambling on that anyway. So I've really, really loved it. With some pasta, maybe bucatini if you're fancy. I really love it.
Is this an invitation?
if you want to. I literally have tomatoes like sitting out on my counter right now because I'm going to make it tonight.
Sign me up.
And then Zach, what about you? What's the best thing you've had lately?
Yeah, on Friday night before going to Kennywood's 21 Plus night, which I found out about
Yes.
from the Hey Pittsburgh newsletter, we made a stop out to one of my favorites, but we don't get there too often. It's Jim's Famous Sauce in West Mifflin. It's an 8-minute drive from Kennywood. So we just bundle those together and went there before Kennywood.
I've never heard of this place.
Oh my gosh, it is the best. I had to go there to get my favorite, which is their cheese dog. So it starts with just a great hot dog. I don't know where they get it, but it has a good snap to it. And then they have this onion sauce, which is Jim's Famous Sauce. And then on top of that, they put slices of cheese and then put that whole thing in the broiler so it gets like blackened and charred on top. It is so good.
I looked this up. This looks revolting, but I think I would probably eat 2 of them. Like, it's disgusting though. Like, it looks pretty gross.
You can't have just one.
2 seems like the proper portion. And also, Zach, this seems like the right thing to eat on an adventure to an amusement park. I'm
going to counter you. I was just thinking, I can't believe you ate this before you got on a roller coaster.
Oh, totally fine. And because it was 21 Plus night, maybe I shouldn't say this, but we were able to get on so many roller coasters so quickly.
Because you didn't have to wait behind the kids.
Oh, I'm so glad that you had that, like, sort of, you were able to have that childhood nostalgia experience there and like just get on all the coasters, because nothing is worse than standing in a long line. That sounds great. Magical.
It was a blast.
Well, we're going to talk about some new restaurant spaces and like different kinds of concepts that are opening up here in Pittsburgh. We're really excited about a bunch of them. And we're going to start with one that we got an extra special tour of. Zack and I went down to the distillery complex in, I think it's technically the South Shore, but Francesca, you and I make fun of that all the time because that's like not a real neighborhood. Like it is, but it's not.
It sounds made up. If you call it the South Shore, you're like not a Pittsburgher. But for all the, neighborhood line purposes, yes, it's in the South Shore. But where is it located? Is it by like the High Line?
Yes. So it's 2nd Street, just off of Carson. So like it's on one of those like weird hills where you look and you like kind of look down a cliff like before it starts to level out, right? So just down from the High Line, and it kind of like looks over the Monongahela River because it's a big building. It's 6 stories all in.
That's huge. I'm so excited to hear about this. I have questions. But you guys got the tour and you saw all throughout the space. Give me the big takeaways.
Yeah, so it's by Big Springs, which you might be familiar because they've had a couple spots locally previously, one in Swickley. They also did a lot of the cocktails for Voodoo Brewing. So you've probably seen them out and about. They're headquartered in Bellefonte, PA. And so they're going to keep that location. And now they have the distillery complex as well. So as Megan said, 6 stories. And we really got to start our journey out on the top floor, which was the Finch, which is their restaurant, full service restaurant and bar up there. And probably one of the best patios in the city.
I'm calling it. I think it's the best. Like, I don't know what could rival it. It's just so gorgeous.
I've been seeing this all over Instagram. The views look amazing. I'm here to celebrate a new like patio spot. That's great. But that's huge. That's a lot to fill, 6 floors.
Yeah, and I think they're still very much in the middle of that. So like, I don't know percentage wise, Zach, like the 5th floor is an event space. So that will get rented out for all kinds of different things. Like Zach and I both walked into that thing and we're just like, oh, okay. Wow. Really wish I had not already gotten married so I could have like an event for 150 people here. It was stunning.
Yeah. To our spouses, just to be clear.
Yeah, true, fair. Our individuals and separate spouses.
Yeah, we would remarry them again. Just
but the space is just so pretty. Like one side of it is, again, those floor to ceiling windows. The other side is that older building. So that's part of what took this project so long. If you've been listening to CityCast for a long, long time, you have heard us talk about this, but it was still aspirational back then. So we got a sense of why it took forever and how much money they poured into it. So the building itself used to be a rick house way back when. The original owner was named Joseph Finch. So the restaurant there on the 6th floor is named after him.
Cool.
And they they've rehabbed so much of it, and then they've built onto it too. So there's a new space on one side and an old space on the other. And in some cases, they're very much married, like the event space. Like you can kind of walk from one to the other. And in others, they can be totally separate, which is kind of cool. Another space, for example, that we got to tour was their cigar bar, which I believe the plan is for it to eventually be members only, but right now it is open to the public.
Yeah, big, plush, cushiony leather chairs, perfect to sit down, have a drink and a cigar. But the amazing thing is they've done a great job of like blending this moody aesthetic that's perfect for a cigar, but still had these giant floor to ceiling open windows so you get that view as well.
Wow.
Walk-in humidor. And I don't know that much about cigars, but it looked really awesome. And it smelled
it
delicious.
Looked nice. It did smell good. Yeah.
Something about it just makes you feel cool being around it. But also, I am a big fan of any time when someone pours a bunch of money into actually restoring something old. This is awesome.
Yeah, and they have a lot of plans or ideas for what the rest of it could be. Like they talked about maybe a music venue in one space, tasting rooms or education spaces for another. I think originally they had discussed making one whole floor a food hall, which could be super cool. At the time, they were talking about like 7 different restaurant concepts in there. I get the sense that they're in no rush about that and plans could change, but like that just gives you a sense of kind of like what they have talked about, what they're still talking about. And all the ways that we could like enjoy this building for years to come.
And there are some spaces that I really hope that they utilize this raw feel of it. There were areas with exposed beams that just felt so unique. And I really hope they lean into that in the future with some of these plans.
I love that.
And if you don't get a chance to go down there too, just shouting out like Bilge Spring is like such a cool space in Bellefonte too. And like all their ready to drink cocktails, their spirits, they ship for free here in Pennsylvania. So in addition to just being delicious and now accessible on the South Side, you can also get them to your door, which is just cool.
And I'll say too, a lot of people I think are afraid of rye because it's spicy. Their rye is so smooth. I feel like it would be a great entry point. If you think you're a person that's afraid of rye, start with Bilge Springs.
This is why Zack is on this episode, because he has all the great spirit tips.
I cannot express to you what it was like taking this tour with Zack, because I'm over there like, oh, this looks cool. And Zack's like asking about the specific like percentages of what types of whiskey goes in what and how they age. And all. It was great. But we were on 2 very different levels with our questions.
But you'll get there. Just hang out and we'll go to more distilleries and you'll get here.
Zack, I am here to follow you to any distillery you want to go to. By the way, to all of our listeners, definitely head over to our website, pittsburgh.citycast.fm, because Zack did a great roundup for us of a lot of cool local distilleries that you can actually go tour right now.
Yeah, he did an awesome job. And I know we could probably talk about this place all day since it is huge, but we are going to move on. And you guys had me thinking about this when you said cigar bar, because there is a new restaurant on the north side, Rocco's Ristorante. It's actually inside the Villaggio, which is this Italian-themed bed and breakfast inn. And
I've never been inside that, but I've passed the sign a million times.
Yeah, it's still like relatively new, but it used to be the Parador Inn, if you remember that. And they have a cigar bar. And I'm like, are cigar bars cool right now? Is this having like a moment? Like,
I mean, I think I've heard anecdotally, I'm not a huge cigar person, but I have heard a lot of people talk about them actually for like solidly like the last 10 years, that like it's one of those things in Pittsburgh that if you know, you know. And there are a lot of really interesting spaces you can check out.
well, we just talked about 2 of them, but otherwise this place has a restaurant inside too, and they're calling it high-end old school Italian. Think like penne, pesto, genovese.
You don't want to make it yourself. Go get it from them.
Yeah, different kinds of the traditional dishes you think of. You can get things like veal and chicken prepared in different styles, such as Milanese, which is like breaded and pan fried, or al limon, which is egg battered in a lemon butter sauce with Parmesan. Then they have gnocchi, all different types of, all the Italian dishes you imagine. But what I love from their menu is that it's actually said Cousin Tony's gnocchi alla vodka. And I just love that. Just like Cousin Tony.
I really hope there's a Cousin Tony.
There has to be.
Don't we all have a Cousin Tony? Like somebody that's persnickety enough that they get their own special thing?
I love it.
That's been my goal in life, is to have an item on a menu named after me.
I mean, I feel like we can probably make that happen, even like anecdotally.
I know. Let's create it. We're ready.
We'll make the event ourselves. Another one that we're excited about, not to make it too boozy here in the first half of the episode, but Grist House, an all-time favorite of mine, they're taking over a new space. Francesca, until you mentioned it, I had not heard of this at all, so take it away.
Really? Well, they've been working on it for a couple years now.
I missed it completely because they have their regular space in Millvale, and then they opened, I guess, a couple years ago now up in Freedom Farms in Butler. So now they have their beer crib next to this like full service restaurant and farmers market that's open all the time. But now they're going to have a third location.
Yeah, so this is out in Oakdale, and it's actually located in an old Nike missile command center. So this is like a Cold War era relic. They're going to be opening the weekend of September 6th. And it's just been a long time coming. The location is huge. It's 55,000 square feet. They're going to have a 30-barrel brewing system, a full kitchen, 4 bars, indoor seating for 140 people, and 3 dog-friendly decks. So
that sounds massive.
Yeah. Similar to the distillery, I feel like this one is also going to be like capable of hosting events and different things. And so like definitely looking forward to seeing just another example of how a business can reuse an old space. And this one has like really fascinating history.
It's so funny. I feel like Grist House took for actual ever, I know it was during the pandemic, to like rehab their Millvale space. And now they're just like, they're popping off. Like they're just proliferating all over the place.
Which is awesome because they do such a great job. I love their beers and I always have such a good time when I go to the Millvale spot. So it's cool. I mean, this might be worth the drive out there to go check it out.
It might be. Zack says might be.
Okay, I'm sorry. This will definitely be worth the drive to go check this place out.
Today's show is sponsored in part by Family House. Get ready, Pittsburgh, because their 42nd annual Family House Polo Match is coming our way on Saturday, September 6th at Heartwood Acres. It's presented by F&B, and it's an all-day event with a little something for everyone. So a professional polo match, not a thing you get to see all that often here in Pittsburgh, a vintage car show by the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix, live music, food trucks, tailgating, a silent auction, kids activities. By the way, kids under 12 get in for free, and so much more. Come out and support a great cause while enjoying a truly special day. All the proceeds benefit Family House, which is a nonprofit here in our region, providing safe, affordable lodging for patients and caregivers traveling to Pittsburgh for medical care. Do not miss it, September 6th at Heartwood Acres. Tickets and more information are at familyhouse.org/polo. We'll see ya on the field.
Today's show is brought to you by the Frick Pittsburgh and this magical exhibition that's on view in their greenhouse right now. It's called Catching Sunbeams from the Porch Swing of Wisteria Castle, and I can personally attest it is exactly as whimsical as it sounds. The greenhouse at Frick is already pretty special. It's this beautiful, peaceful space that you can enter totally for free, kind of a hidden oasis right in the city. But this exhibition really takes it to another level. There are all of these incredible sculptures made out of metal mesh and wire that hang from the windows and ceilings. They look kind of cloud-like and dreamy. The artist who created them, Atticus Adams, says he was inspired by childhood memories of spending time with his grandma on her porch swing. It's so sweet. The exhibition is on display through October 26th, and I highly recommend checking it out. Step into joy and the Frick Greenhouse.
Today's show is sponsored by Turbo Tenant. Managing a property here in Pittsburgh is not exactly simple. There can be a lot to keep track of, whether you've got a duplex in Squirrel Hill or a few row houses in the South Side. Turbo Tenant can make it easier. It's free, it's online, and it handles everything from listings to leases to rent collection without the usual stress. So no matter where you are in the rental process, say just listing and looking for new tenants, or years into managing multiple properties, Turbo Tenant says they can help you get get high interest leads, screen those applicants, create their leases, and collect rent all in one place. And again, all totally free. More than 800,000 landlords already use TurboTenant. It takes 10 minutes to make and publish a new listing. Give it a try and get started today at turbotenant.com. That's turbotenant.com. Super simple, super useful. So now we're going to talk about burgers. There's a bunch of new spots all of a sudden, which is good for us for reasons we will let y'all know about later.
Yes. I noticed this like correlation, these few popping up at the same time. This one was a little under the radar for me. So there's one in East Allegheny on East Ohio Street called Smash Shack. It's right on the corner there in the old Deutschtown Deli, if you remember that.
I can't believe there's another thing on that corner. Like it was the Cold Stone Creamery forever and then the deli. Like, I mean, I hope this one sticks. I really
know. Do. They really can't miss. They haven't been able to keep a spot there, but I hope this one's a winner. And I think it might be because it's by the folks at Fig and Ash, which is right down the street. We love them. And this is like your classic smash burgers. You can get it with like caramelized onions and their house shack sauce, or get something a little interesting like a fancy Yinzer Cowboy, which is loaded with barbecue pulled pork. But they have other stuff on the menu like chicken Caesar salad wrap, mac and cheese, a lot of comfort food, right? All the kind of the same burger style food over there.
Shack sauce sounds right up your alley, Zach.
The Zack shack sauce would be awesome.
Okay, there it is. There's the menu item.
Well, no, I was going to say this makes so much more sense now with this menu that it's from the folks over at Fig and Ash, because this is not just a regular smash burger place.
Oh, and for what it's worth, they also have veggie options. Like you can get an Impossible Burger. I ordered one and they have waffle fries. So if you're craving a burger on the north side.
Next up, we will take you to Sewickley, so a little further north, I guess. This one's from a hometown favorite because Moonlit Burgers has locations in Dormont and Uptown, and pretty soon they're going to be in another location.
Yes, it's coming in the fall. I've been to both their other locations. I love going to the Uptown one before a Penguins game because it's so close. It's like the perfect like little adventure. And they are known for their smash burgers, obviously, and their amazing shoestring fries. They're so good. I got my burger there with a side of cabbage and jalapeno slaw. So that was really good. But guys, if you don't want the actual like burger buns, you can skip that and actually just get their smash fries, which is fries with 2 patties, their cheese sauce, their signature moon sauce, grilled onions, dill pickles, pickled jalapeno. It's basically just like loaded fries, but
it's loaded
in the style.
Nachos, but fries
with
burgers.
Yeah, exactly. So if you just want to combo the two, that's for you.
I feel like that's a good contender for like what should be Pittsburgh's signature food. Like I know like everyone wants to like claim Permanis and that's chill, but like this sounds more like our kind of food. And then Francesca, I think there's one more coming, but also a familiar name.
Yes, Burgers Brewing. They just had their grand opening in Millvale. So they already have like tap rooms and their burger spots out in Lawrenceville, Southside, and Zelienople. This spot is known for their burgers that are named after neighborhoods, which I think is very cute. They have a Morningside burger with egg and bacon.
Oh, that's cute. That's clever.
Yeah, a Mexican Wall Street burger with roasted chilies, tomatoes, cilantro.
A little on the nose for me, but I'll give it to him.
Yeah. And then apparently you can get your burger in a full smash or a mini smash. So I guess
what is
depending
a
on
mini smash?
I guess just maybe less meat. I don't know. I didn't get to actually taste this one to research.
Wait, is the smash about the meat? I just assumed the smash was about like literally physically smashing the burger. Do I have it all wrong?
To be honest, I've been there multiple times and I've never noticed they had a mini smash.
Okay,
and I've never thought
I
to
think
order
you need to do the research for a sec.
I will happily go back but then I don't know if I want to cheat myself and get a mini burger.
I'm not saying you have to order a mini. I'm saying you should investigate what it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, so check it out over there in Millvale.
Yeah, I've walked by this place and it just looks so cool because it's in an area that I'm pretty sure was an old bank, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's right there, I think, on Grant Avenue in Millvale.
Yeah, and it looks like they've put in some big windows, and I haven't seen it since like they've been done with construction, but I was super excited to see that that's what it was going to be.
Yes. And then right across the river, if you aren't feeling burgers, but you want the fries, there is like a all fry place that just opened. It's called Mr. Fries with a Z. And they sell
like Friez. Got it.
yes.
Okay.
And they sell Belgian style fries. These are like hand cut, cooked twice. I just want to mention them because they are open until 3 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. And we know how hard it is to get late night spots here in Pittsburgh. And then on Sunday through Thursday, they're still open until 11 p.m. So if you have a late night craving, they're open. And they have more than 15 house-made sauces. So
once again, Zach, I think this is your moment. Like you get a sauce mate named after you, and then you can really be living it up.
Oh my gosh, I'm just going to have to go there all the time so that I'm a regular and then they think I'm special and give me a sauce.
yes.
Or if we just talk about them enough on here, maybe that's my way in.
Yeah, I think get Zach a sauce is like a new campaign. I love it.
We're manifesting it.
Yep. Actually, while we're on the subject of burgers, we here at CityCast realized that, well, at least a few of us, it's me. I'm the one who declared this. I have not had most of the good burgers here in Pittsburgh. Like when people talk about like the best burgers in the city, I don't think I've had even a fraction of them. So I'm making that my goal for the fall. If you have a recommendation for the best burgers in the city, please let me know because I want to try as many as I can. The team is all getting involved. You can text us or leave us a voicemail on our Best Burger hotline. And if you include your name and neighborhood, we might use it on the podcast. So give us a call. That's 412-212-8893.
And for what it's worth, veggie burgers are included. I want to know those too. 412-212-8893. Thanks.
We'll take it into the weekend with some food events that are coming up to mark your calendar for.
Yes, you can always find fun events in the Hey Pittsburgh newsletter, and I want to shine a light on a couple here. One is this new Sunday supper series happening out at Hazelwood Brewhouse. This is with Comfort and Spice. It's like they call it international bar food, so a lot of global influences. But they're doing this Sunday supper series, and it's $50 a ticket. And the example for the upcoming menu that they have is a summer salad, curry chicken with sauce, potatoes, house-made naan, and panna cotta, which sounds delightful. And they always say that they make food to go great with beer. So check out their series. It should be going on for a while and just looked really fun.
This sounds so cool. And honestly, I feel like for like a Sunday supper thing, a lot of places charge a lot more than this. So this seems like a pretty good deal for what you're getting. And that menu sounds great.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I thought $50 wasn't bad. And then following that on September 13th, there is an event called Rooted. That's happening in Rockwell Park. And it is 412 Food Rescue's 10th anniversary party. I can't believe that it's been 10 years that they've been serving folks in the Burgh. I know that you guys are familiar with them, but give our listeners a little mission statement.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, they've been doing like they rescue quote unquote surplus food and deliver it. So it's usually app based. It's a whole network of volunteers. It's really grown. It's in multiple cities now. But I think I saw in a story about this, they've got 24,000 local volunteers now here in Pittsburgh. They said they've done 250,000 rescues almost and recovered 36 million pounds of food. So that's like 30 million meals. So anybody can do it. You can sign up like from your phone. And if you just like have a spare few minutes, like you can see what's available near you and who needs it. And you're the delivery driver. That's it. You pick it up, you take it where it needs to go, and then you go on about your day.
Yeah, it's an amazing local organization. Great one to get involved with. So this event is an evening featuring local chefs and 10 rescue dishes. So like in honor of their 10 years. And so they're going to have chefs from a lineup of really great spots. I'm going to name drop some of them here just so folks can look forward to it if they want to buy tickets. I'm looking at them
now. This is like a who's who of like the best restaurants in Pittsburgh right now.
It seriously is. Lilith, Butter Joint, Dianoia's, EYV, Fig and Ash, Hey Babe, Morcia, Solera Wine, and Speckled Egg. That is a great lineup. There's going to be live entertainment, great drinks. So definitely a great cause and a fun celebration.
That's crazy to get to all of those places and actually like get reservations and to be able to get in everywhere would take so long. And you can just do this all in one night and get to try their food. Totally awesome.
Do a little tour.
Yeah, I think this sounds super fun. And then our last event coming up is Fig Fest. Francesca, I have heard that this is near and dear to your heart.
Yes, I'm planning to go. I actually bought tickets for my parents to go to. This is out at Robin Hill Park in Moon on September 14th. That's a Sunday. And this is just an Italian celebration of figs. And
Everyone I know in Pittsburgh complains about figs. Like everybody likes the flavor, but like everyone has a random old plant in their yard that they've been trying to hack down for years. I love that someone has decided to celebrate it like in a proper way.
Give me their figs. I will take their figs. If you don't want your figs, give them to me, please.
If not cared for properly, they do become quite invasive. You really do have to like properly prune your fig plant.
And so this is actually a great way to learn about how to grow figs. They're going to share resources and tips, but there is a whole fun celebration. Just, the Italian culture has a lot of reverence for the fig. And so they're going to be sharing, they're going to be doing winemaking, olive curing, cooking demos. There's going to be music, apparently Italian card games, which I don't know any, but I'm eager to learn. This is led by the Italian Garden Project.
What is the Italian Garden Project?
Yeah, it's they have this just mission to celebrate the wisdom of traditional Italian American gardening. So the different vegetables that they grow, just preserving that heritage. They do a lot of seed saving, a lot of documenting gardens. Honestly, I don't know a whole ton, and I'm really eager to learn more. I'm gonna get into it because obviously, if you see my name, you can tell I'm Italian. So I'm just really excited to have some good figs, be around some Italian folks, and learn some things. That's September 14th out in Moon.
And if you are listening to this and you need any additional inspiration for places to go, I cannot recommend more heading over to our website again, pittsburgh.citycast.fm, because we always have a running list of new restaurants, bakeries, cafes, bars, like all kinds of different spaces. As they're opening up, we try to keep track of them so you can check them out and see what looks good to you. That is all for today here on CityCast Pittsburgh. If you are a fan of our food news, don't sleep on the website. We've got so much good stuff, the best cooking classes in Pittsburgh, meals for under $10, a beginner's guide to foraging, which will be relevant again here coming up in the fall. And don't forget, you can also support us, support the show, and get some pretty cool perks by becoming a CityCast Pittsburgh neighbor. You can find all the details like ad-free listening at membership.citycast.fm. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. We'll talk to you soon.
I'm so mad at myself because it was at Barrel and Flow and I didn't try it because I was like, I'm here to try beers. And so Owen and I didn't try it.
Yeah. So you didn't try the non-alcoholic thing?
No.
Why? Why? It's basically water at that point.
I was there to try beers. I had a mission, Megan, and I was going to succeed. And I did.